Ladies and gentlemen, there's a slight change in schedule. So before going ahead with the panel discussion, we have another short presentation now on the theme Viksit Banking, a roadmap for Indian banking sector for 2047 by Ms. Gayathri Parthasarathy, partner and financial services leader at PwC. Ms. Parthasarathy has a rich career of 34 years with more than 28 of them in financial services with leadership positions in Indian and global markets. Welcome, ma'am. Ma'am, we also humbly request you to complete the presentation in the allotted time frame of 10 minutes so that we go as per schedule.
Very good morning. Hope I'm audible. Thank you. So I think I won't take 10 minutes for sure because I want to finish before time, not on time maybe. And the objective is very simple. We have heard from the Secretary, Mr. Nagaraju, this morning on the Viksit Bharat vision and what is expected to be accomplished in 2047. PwC's attempt has been publishing a paper on what will be the banking sector's outlook for the Viksit Bharat by 2047, and that's what we have attempted. And it's a paper which covers a lot of content, and we will be releasing it today here. And all of you will get a copy in digital form, physical form, whichever you prefer. And we will request you to kindly go through it and give us feedback. We are looking for feedback on it more than in anything else so that we can improve on our next thought leadership that we will be publishing, So that's the objective. And thanks again for this opportunity, and we are delighted with that, And I'll cover few things, in terms of maybe a couple of slides which are important to, maybe look at on what we really want to do. See, in terms of these are some of the numbers which are known to all of us, and I think none of them is a surprising number when you look at the number either before the X or the X itself, the kind of growth that we are seeing and the kind of scaling that's happening and the kind of connectivity that is, whether it is physical or the digital, and how the country is moving towards that, So nothing is a surprise here, and this is absolutely in terms of what's happening now and what's expected to happen even deeper and further in the years to come. That is what will be the differentiation that we will be seeing. Look at the kind of, the India's economic growth, how it has been fueled, the kind of the sectoral growths, be it in agricultural sector, be it MSME, MMSME, in terms of growing the consumption for the country, the kind of things that have happened, The list is impossible to fit in one or two slides. Actually, it's absolutely, I would call it as truly innumerable in number and in quality and quantity, what we have done as a country to come up with. And the government is very steadfast on this and how we are moving towards that, in terms of, and of course, that there is healthcare that's getting added, there is something else that is getting added every day. And we surely see a plethora of programs which are really fueling the economic growth for, through the sector. That's a very important aspect. And this is an important data point I just wanted to cover. We are all looking at in terms of the, country's GDP to touch, in terms of what kind of a size of an economy we want to run. And if it's 30 trillion, what it will be, in 2047. And looking at it, and what is the impact on per capita income because of that, and how much we have to improve from where we stand today to where we really need to move in the next few years to come, and how will be the role of the banks, in terms of what will be the banking's role in it, That's what we have also attempted to cover in the paper as well, And this is again in terms of truly Viksit's looking at in terms of some of the data points, which will be very, very relevant from facilitation to digitization to financialization, which is all very important. And you will see again, right, in terms of how the banking sector truly acts as a glue and what is the integration angle that we will be looking at from the sector for the economy's growth, right, in the coming years. That's what we have covered, right? So given that we also have the report details out everything, so I don't want to drain everything off the report here through the slide deck. I would request Ms. Anjali Mohanty to join me. She is the PSB Alliance's Managing Director and CEO, and we are pleased to release our paper with Madam Anjali. And of course, as I said, the note will be available for all of you to go through after that. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. And few words from you about the Viksit, and maybe we can release the paper.
I can just congratulate you for coming out with this document, and I'm sure the banks will benefit from it. So will we as a company, because we work with all public sector banks as well as the banking industry. So thank you.
Thank you,
congratulations, and thank you.
Thanks a lot. Why don't we? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot for your support. Thank you. With that, I think we have put also in terms of what will be the actions that will be required for the next, 2 decades plus, that will be, really needed, and what are the areas to be covered. And I request you to go through the report. Thanks a lot, and ahead by 3 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for keeping your promise of completing the presentation within 10 minutes and for sharing wonderful insights.